Hey YouTube, it's me, Nutty Nuts. Press subscribe and press the bell button and then press all. It is December 30th, 2019, Kanawha County, West Virginia, Magistrate Court. Today is supposed to be my preliminary hearing. They had me in jail 40 days with no preliminary hearing. I signed the paper that I wanted one, and I did not get one. They brought me here, took me, and said, oh, we got to do political abuse of psychiatry. In my last video, I said it wrong. It's sluggish psychosis. And they tried to do that on me. Well, today is the preliminary hearing. They filed for a continuance. Every one of the criminal charges, all 6 of them, they put on me this year, right before deadlines of the big case where they're stealing millions of dollars a year, WVU Medicine and Medicaid fraud. The man bringing the light of the darkness to everybody is harassed constantly. I'm being treated like the biggest criminal in the state of West Virginia. All I'm doing is fighting for the rights of the people to keep innocent citizens out of there and save everybody's tax dollars. So right now, the public defender, Barbara Brown, who nobody should have, I'm doing here a personal safety order against my own public defender in the corrupt state of West Virginia. They had it in that room there today, the preliminary hearing. I wasn't even in there. And they're thinking they can have court hearings without me, change my bond, where I have to go see a doctor to be put away for life for nothing. You know, it's all corruption, and you're living the life now. But the personal safety order against the public defender is going to be put on. The public defender is stealing state funds. She should not be paid. I told her to leave me alone and don't come near me. And I do not want her in my presence. But yet she's still getting paid? Come on now, that's like you taking a car to a mechanic and the mechanic doing nothing for your car and then charging your credit card money. Are you going to want that? They're plotting to put me away for life for nothing. And that's what the judge says in the transcripts posted on Facebook. So now we're going to see if the magistrate in the state of West Virginia, who they're going to get another one, they already told me, because this magistrate works with the Barbara Brown and doesn't feel comfortable about doing a righteous thing to protect his own tax dollars or her own tax dollars, whoever it is, to save money, you know, because they're stealing millions, as you see on Facebook.
If you're going to record, you have to get in the lobby. He's got people back here trying to get DVPs and PSOs like you are. And
oh, yeah?
Privacy, okay? So if you're going to do it, just get in the lobby.
All right, yeah.
All right?
I agree with you there. I'll wait till my turn. These ones here, at least, they didn't say no camera stuff like everywhere else. You go in Morgantown, they don't want you knowing anything. They don't want anything exposed about that. My cell phone was stolen the next day after I posted that video. They have an undercover person that came and stole it, and then I went to them and got it back. The phone was wiped out. I have not did a disc digger yet and got back that information, but I still got the phone, so it will be done. And then I'm going to do the criminal complaints on Jeff Freeman in Marion County and document that one, who's the persecutor that did the same thing these ones here tried to do. I ain't going to it. A doctor, can a judge order you to get chemo, slam your head on a table somewhere and say, you're going to do this? You have to say no. They're wanting me to be a slave to the state of West Virginia. They're wanting me to go in there and give up my life being doped up beyond all repair with what Patrick Morrissey, the state prosecutor's wife, sells to the state of West Virginia, opioids. They want you all doped up on that stuff. And you're being a slave. They're holding your body there and profiting the state of West Virginia $750 a day out of taxpayers' money. You're getting nothing but food and water. And they're stealing federal funds, running this like Holocaust camp in the state of West Virginia, sacrificing human lives, making them slaves, and stealing federal funds. And I've taken this case here to the Supreme Court of West Virginia, writ of prohibition, because they're overstepping their boundaries big time, doing this political abuse of psychiatry, same as the Soviet Unions did. And the magistrate here, the one came to me, the one you seen step around the corner there, and said, that the magistrate needs to call Supreme Court and figure out who to get appointed to this one, because they don't feel like they're doing the right thing. How can they not feel like they're doing the right thing, helping themselves? They're taxpayers, you know. They are working here and paying Medicaid, Medicare, and it's just being stolen. All the bad roads they hit in the state with the worst roads, that could go towards that right there. My eyes can see it. Why can't the world see this stuff? It's the way to look at it. Now I got to figure out if they've got a new attorney. Last time I was here, they threatened to put me in jail and hold me in jail for life if I didn't sign a piece of paper that I wanted an attorney. Because if you get an attorney and you're in state's custody, they can force you into this political abuse of psychiatry. It's going to be self-defense if they ever put me in one. I will not tolerate this communist behavior in the United States of America. That people that can't even read and write, as you're going to hear Danish, the public defender, talk about in the upcoming video. Now I've gone to the extent to do a public safety order against my own attorney, who's not done anything. Supreme Court has ruled that we are going to get paid for all this stuff here in the end. Because we're doing all the work. The state of West Virginia is just harming the citizens, all the people that work for them. They about ready for me, or did they find out anything? What's up with that?
You need to go to the main lobby if you're going to be filmed.
The main lobby? Well, when is it my turn? Do they figure out if they're going to be seeing me, or do they have to
You were
call
already
some-
told what was
Yeah,
going to happen.
they're going to make a phone call, and what happened in the
Okay,
phone
we'll
call?
go to the lobby and
That's a
sit
long
and
time.
I'll ask.
All right, I'll be waiting. I'm almost done making this documentary for the world to see how corrupt these people are. Hey, YouTube in America, they want me to be a slave now, and you're seeing proof of it. They want me to be a slave to the state of West Virginia and steal more federal funds with no records of anything. Look here. Motion to set hearing to modify bond to require psychiatric evaluation. Political abuse of psychiatry. Well, these fools can't do it because it's at Supreme Court right now. They overstepped their boundaries. And then over here, political abuse of psychiatry evaluation. Yes, I have a mental illness called sluggish psychosis. I want my civil rights. And they think they're in a communist country from the 60s. And I ain't going to buy this. It ain't going to happen. I'm not going to go. What are they going to do? Hey, ladies. Are judges in the state of West Virginia now forcing people into chemotherapy, forcing people to get their legs amputated if they don't want them?
I can't answer that.
Is there anything like that? I don't think so.
I can't answer that.
Forcing them to take insulin if they're a diabetic? This is out of control. I'm not going to be one of the fools that bow down to these witches in black dresses. Watch my YouTube channel, ladies and nutty nuts. N-U-T-T-Y. Press spacebar. N-U-T-T-S.
Good evening.
Press subscribe, bell, and all. This Carrie Webster, who needs to carry a Webster Law Dictionary in her pocket, is going to see me at at Supreme Court, and Monica will. Who was trying to do all this abuse. They continue everything saying, mental evaluation, mental evaluation. See if you're retarded.
Guess they didn't have the audio.
No, because they just put in papers to continue.
Yeah.
Tried to get audio recordings to see what they were talking about. They alleged that they were not in there. But I'm next gonna maybe get video footage to see.
doing good. I've got everything paid off for good. One ticket left in Lincoln. I'm working. She told me the whole story. She was a little surprised to see me. I've enjoyed every one of those. You know,
They can,
I got a room for you still.
all this stuff for stealing federal funds they can grant. Let's see if they grant a protection order to keep yourself out of a torture chamber for life where they steal federal funds on everybody's name. They grant all the things leading towards it. Let's see if they grant towards a legal public safety order. What's going on?
Right here is a recusal. I'm not going to show it on camera because it's your paperwork. It's private.
Okay. So they've recused a public safety order against.
Because there's already an
personal
active protective order with somebody from the Supreme Court in their courtroom, okay? So this is your recusal.
What's that mean? Wait, what?
Hold on. This is your recusal. I went ahead and got your appeal paperwork because I know you're going to file appeal on it. Because when you file the appeal, it's going to go upstairs. And then they're going to be able to appoint a magistrate from another area that's not familiar with y'all's cases. And then they can get that process started. So you'll need to fill this out and take this over to the magistrate clerk's office where I talked to you earlier downstairs. And then turn it in. Okay?
What was Supreme Court saying about the, they have something...
Well, the way I understand is, where this was he recused himself, once you file the appeal, then it'll be sent up towards circuit court, and the circuit court will get a hold of the Supreme Court, and they'll deal with it that way. So they can get somebody to hear your PSO petition. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
should
a
just go
lawyer.
to Marion County
just telling
and
you the
deal
way
with
it
it
was
up there.
Okay?
Deal with it up
If
there.
that's what you want to do, that's fine, but right there's the recusal and the appeal if you want to appeal it. All
Of
right?
course, America, recuse. We got to do that. We have to steal more federal funds in this illegal operation. All right, let's go back to the Supreme Court now and finish up what we have to there, and then come back here and deliver the papers. I need to get the address for the. What's the address for the prosecutor's office?
301 Virginia Street.
301.
301. If you look outside, when you go outside the door, when you see the old tax office, it looks like a castle.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the front door of it, the building over to your right. It's the old AEP building.
All right.
There you are, Judge.
We'll be back because the judge from here and the prosecutor are going to have to go to Supreme Court, and I'm going to go over to Fox News and see if they'll broadcast.
To the right of the old courthouse.
All right, thank you. See y'all later. Watch me on YouTube when you want to laugh. Nutty Nuts. N-U-T-T-Y space nuts. N-U-T-T-S. Alright. Y'all will be back in a little bit. Once I get done at the Supreme Court, I have to bring the papers back to give the judge and the persecutors a different place. But alright.
Services, a state agency. If you are trying to reach your appointed public defender.
I did not recognize that as a wait while I transfer your call.
This is Dan Addy.
Hi, Dan Eddy. Did you make a phone call over to the public defender's office in Kanawha County after we got off the phone? Because it's kind of funny that I called you, the director of them, the the root of all evil man, and I called them, and then they were having a meeting shortly after I had talked to you. Did you call in there and have a big announcement thing on like a conference call? Announcing how that the whole earth is watching how they're plotting to steal my medical records and stuff like that, and how that they're illegally taking funds from you for doing nothing, servicing the people?
Did not.
Okay, it's just, it was very suspicious, and I wanted to call back and check in on that one. With all my viewers,
I
you
have not
know.
talked with anybody at the Public Defender Corporation.
Yeah, you know what I say when people are worried about cameras? I don't worry when I go into Walmart and because I don't steal things at Walmart, you know. I don't put things in my pocket. You know, nobody should be scared of being on camera if they're not doing illegal activity. The canal.
Everyone should be informed or told that they're on camera.
In the state of West Virginia, you do not have to do that when you're catching them in illegal acts. Like I've caught them all in illegal acts. Like I just called the courthouse December 9th. December 9th, after I posted the things on. Oh my God, I had to pull up that date. I was probably, let me pull it up on Facebook while I'm talking to you to confirm with all my viewers. On the Facebook page, after I posted that they're not even putting court documents in the file, should a person in the United States of America have to go through this extremity to get justice in the uncivil hillbilly state of West Virginia, where they're having to go to social media to post how they're not even putting court documents in the docket sheets, and that once you post that stuff, they go and put it on the internet, or they put it on the docket sheet. After it's on the Facebook page where the world's watching right now, that they go and put it on the docket sheet, that she put it on December 9th, and the hearing was on October 18th. Isn't that messed up, not right, that the stuff is placed on the docket sheet after the hearing, which the hearing was about?
I don't know. I don't know the circumstances.
So you don't know that, like, in order, if you're being sued, the case has to be filed first before you show up to the courthouse. I mean, common sense overrules that one. How can you be having a hearing of something without the papers even put in the computers? Correct? You can't be having a lawsuit for $1 trillion going on if there's not even a case filed, can you?
I would say in most circumstances not, but there
In
are
all circumstances, you wouldn't even know to be in the courthouse. There wouldn't be nothing promised, or there wouldn't be nothing scheduled or going on.
There are extraordinary circumstances for everything.
Is it, the only way that would happen is if Patrick Morrissey is distributing all the opioids to the judges that have Alzheimer's and dementia from these pills that he sells to them, and then the child porn judge is distributing videos in the back. That kind of stuff's going on. They're all wandering around like zombies, high as a kite, wandering into a place, accidentally. That could possibly happen, but you don't post things after a case happens. Period. But I'm not stupid. Me and the people watching right now definitely believe that you called in right after I got off the phone with you and let them know that they're being watched. It doesn't accidentally happen, I don't believe.
You can believe whatever you want.
Just like, do you believe that judges or do you believe that a judge really put an order on a person that they can't speak in public?
Again, the circumstances, that's unusual, it's extraordinary, but I assume there are circumstances where it might be warranted.
It might be because I'm hurting their judicial possibility of remaining a judge and their personal character of being a big loser. Is that what you're saying?
Again, I don't know the circumstances.
That's like, you got to fight for yourself, and if he would have been doing his job properly, he wouldn't be known as a big loser wandering around with erectile dysfunction and dementia and degenerating brain. Patty Wilson told me that he had erectile dysfunction because they go to the bathroom together on breaks, That's what I heard. Does that make sense?
It's not a dialogue I'm willing to engage in with you.
Well, I mean, the child porn judge, Judge James is like, yeah, I just got new child porn issued from the, over in Harrison County, my buddy over there, and then Patty's like, yeah, I just got me some new opioids that I'm doing right now from the federal court judge's daughter. And then Carrie Webster, she's like, I just fucked a few police officers to get them to arrest Zach, just like the Randolph County judge got fired for having sex with a drug task force man.
Do you have anything substantive to say, or are you going to continue to cast aspersions? Because I have other things to do.
Well, I'm just, entertaining America with how...
Well, you can entertain them without me being on the phone. Are you done?
Yeah, well, will you call those people in there and what words should I use to say besides street language? How many other people have you forced this year, or have you tried to sacrifice their lives? How many other people has she tried to sacrifice to the state of West Virginia to steal federal funds?
Well, I assume you people have been declared incompetent in the past year.
How many people has she put in motions for? Is there a listing of that in her portfolio somewhere?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, how would you find that one out? What is the right words to use? Professionalism language.
Oh,
If any.
I mean, I don't know.
And have you reconsidered what you said to my audience, where that people that can't read and write communicate better than people that can? Have you reconsidered that statement?
That is obviously not what I said.
You did.
What I said was simply because you cannot read or write does not mean that you can't communicate.
How can you communicate if you cannot read and write? How can you read your own how can you read your own criminal charges if you can't read?
Well,
Explain that to me in the United
questions
States.
there. Two different questions there. You can obviously communicate by speaking.
But if they can't read it, how do they know their attorney's reading them the right things if they can't read themselves?
Well, there is a basic assumption that your attorney is faithfully representing you, which
Is mine faithfully representing me to never talk to? Is mine faithfully representing me to never speak to me a day in my life and say that I'm retarded and need an evaluation?
I don't think she said retarded.
Well, who in the fuck has this logical thinking that I'm not competent when I've done more in my life than any of these people that sucked mom's tit and dad put baby powder on their ass going through college did anything?
As I said before, you are a unique person. You speak in a way that most people do not speak, so I'm sure it's off-putting at first until they speak with you at length.
That's the thing. I've never... Stop right there. Correct yourself again. I'm going to give you the chance in front of the audience to reconsider what you just said. He's saying in America that I spoke to her. I never seen her, talk to her a day in my life, and she runs up in my face. We got to see if you're retarded. We got an evaluation right here. We got to see if you're able to take care of yourself and dumb shit like that. They think my parents manage all my money, and these are sick people, but you're saying things hypocritically. I never seen her, talk to her a day in my life. How many other people has she ran up and shoved papers in their face? I got to see if you're retarded.
I am sure she did not say that.
Yes, she did.
She did not say you're retarded.
Yes, she did.
I guarantee you she did not.
Just, are you guaranteeing me that she's not plotting on stealing my medical records, or are you going to look that foolish in front of my audience right now that she's not plotting to do that and it's in transcripts? Yes or no to that
I
one?
am willing to be that foolish because I do not believe that the reason for which she is doing this is to steal your medical records.
They're talking about illegally sending people in to take it and how it would be a HIPAA law violation. They're trying to plot who to do it. Steal my records.
I don't believe that's the case.
What do you call it? I don't want them to have my personal property. What do you call this if it's not stealing? What is it?
There are times when, despite your objections, the court is entitled to take certain steps.
Oh, did you hear that, United States of America and Department of Justice? He is saying the judges have the rights to take out, overrule the HIPAA law violations. That's a perfect example of corruption.
Call me back.
Well, you shot yourself in the mouth there with that one. Courts can overstep boundaries and steal medical records, America. How pathetic are these people that come out of the WVU compound and send people to the Holocaust camp using political abuse of psychiatry? It's disgusting what he just said right there. Department of Justice and Ashley, the federal agent who is possibly getting drugs distributed to you, or you're in fear of the black dress man. Ashley, I hope you don't come and shoot me for this conversation right here, but I got to go public with it. Ashley, you said to come back to you with the evidence lined up. Now I'm putting it out there for the whole public to see. Ashley's the FBI agent, public relations of the FBI in Washington, D.C. She told me to come back and see her. I tried to schedule an appointment, but now that I'm in the federal court doing things where the father of the drug lord says to her possibly, listen up, I'm going to arrest you. Just like, you know, these judges think they have the rights to stop us from talking, the federal judges think they have the rights to control the FBI. Just like he thinks that the state of West Virginia can overrule HIPAA laws and steal medical records. They have the rights, he said, to do things like this in the state of West Virginia. Very despicable conversation. The way I met Dana, America, to let you know, is I went to the public corrupt attorney meeting in Morgantown, West Virginia. Oh my, I wish I could have broke out a camera and recorded it. They had some rapper on there rapping about doing law. You don't go to any civil state in the United States and they got some man there rapping about doing law. It was absolutely most disgusting, pathetic thing I've ever seen to teach somebody. You ain't going to go to no coal miners meeting, construction worker meeting, tree cutters meeting, and see some gangster there rapping about doing law. That is never going to happen. That's what's wrong with our society. I just laughed my ass off seeing that. These old men sitting there, like, listening to that rap justice song that they had some homie doing. Anyway, it was pathetic, but that's where I met Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth of the judicial system in West Virginia, and she sent Danish to talk to me. The public defender man that you keep hearing of, that's how I originally met him. I showed up at that meeting of losers. You know, they're all in there bald and stuff, and they don't make enough money to fix their own heads. I'm fixing my hair right now, and we'll laugh about that on another day. It is funny what I'm doing to fix it. But I'm not going to be like these old dementia, erectile dysfunction judges running around. Can't even see their wives anymore. Yeah, it's not going to happen to me. I love my baby face. As the one guy that I worked with said that I had. He's like, you got a baby face. I love it. And eventually on my YouTube channel, I'm going to show you where the Fountain of Youth is. It's in the state of West Virginia, and you'll see that one. I'll keep you wondering about that. It will be a comical video, but it's the truth.